Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Berathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor. We're back in Skarhald, and well, we still have a lot of things to do. From the last episode, we got a lot of side quests sending us to many different places, but I think I'm actually gonna advance the Black Book a little bit, because I think we got a little bit ahead of ourselves by reaching Skarhald so early. But then again, it was not part of the plan. I didn't remember too well how the quest flows in the Grey Mountains. Otherwise, I might have done this in what I think to be is the intended order, and that is going first to the Wither Heath and meet Prince Durin, and then the prince would send you to Skarhald, and that's when you can do the quest with Dori that will automatically send you here. But since we have not done that, we didn't, so we're gonna do the best we can. So we're gonna actually swift travel back to Dom Goru, which I know a little bit weird, but I think it's faster coming from here on one hand, and on the other hand, that should also give us an idea of how these quests were supposed to connect. In any case, just gonna travel to the north. I mean, we're a little bit far away, but it's not too big of a deal. Now this is kinda tricky, and by this I mean the flow of the Black Book of Mordor inside the Grey Mountains, because we are right now doing chapter 8. We also need to do chapter 9 in here, but both chapter 8 and chapter 9 are really short, and they really don't send you to many of the places in this area. On top of that, the only chapter that was originally released with update 23 was chapter 8. Chapter 9 was released with update 24, and it was a sort of transition to the new area, which is the Vales of Anduin. And so far, what I've been doing is playing each area and the corresponding main book or main chapter in the way in which they were released. And if I were to do that, that means I could potentially end chapter 8 in 1 or 2 more episodes. The remainder of chapter 8 after this will happen mostly in Skarhald. And then that would leave us with no Black Book for the remainder of the Grey Mountains. So that's another reason why I was a little undecisive about what to do. But I think we at least need to get Durin to Skarhald organically instead of having him appear there just because. Durin will always be in Skarhald because Durin will give you the start. I think it's Durin, yes, that will give you the start of the Legacy of Durin storyline. That begins in Skarhald. That is for levels 130 and up. So that's why Durin is in Skarhald, is not offering any quests for us, and makes this entire situation kinda awkward. So I guess we gotta make do with what we have. In any case, we're almost there to where we need to be. But according to this, okay. Defeat enemies in the worm gap, yeah. So that's the only thing we need to do. There's gotta be a lot of quests to do in this area as well, but I think we need to focus first on the worm gap. Okay, so we have a hawk. Does this ram count? Yes, it does. Okay. Sorry, little guy. You are not doing anything. You're not bothering anyone, but this quest needs advancing before I reach the anvil. Yep. That's it. With this out of the way, we can get out of the worm gap. We can continue our journey north to reunite with Prince Durin. Well, before this time, I've only did the Grey Mountains, a full clean of the Grey Mountains once. But after that, I've only come here to do the Black Book, so that's why I'm a little bit rusty on the details. Anyway, we have a new quest in here. Fierce cold drakes and frost screams roam in numbers upon the Wither Heath and must be defeated if the Grey Mountains are to ever be safe. So something very standard, let's say. But there are a lot of quests in here, including these unnatural eyes. There are, I think, some nests as well that we'll need to destroy. Strange and unnatural ice formations dot the landscape of the Wither Heath. They seem to have been made by a cold drake or a dragon. Destroying the structures should lessen the impact of dragonkind in the Grey Mountains. There's a lot of things to do in here, as you can see by the map, how our minimap is slowly filling with stuff to do. Yeah, do you see there in the distance there is some X? That's also another quest that we can get. To be honest with you, I don't remember what Prince Durin is gonna ask us to do. He will most likely have us fight more drakes and the like, so we should maybe get to him first. Drake eggs litter the landscape of the Wither Heath. Destroying the eggs within these ancient drake breeding grounds should lessen the impact of dragonkind in the Grey Mountains. I mean, the area is filled with these ice formations and the dragons and everything, so we really don't need to worry too much about it. Another reason why I think it's better to do this quest right now is because, as you have seen, some of the quests we got in Skarhald are the vectors to the instances of this area, but in order to unlock the instances you need to be level 118, and we are still not level 118. That happened to me the last time I was in here, and that is, you advance those quest lines, you get to the point where you need to complete the instance, but you can't because you are not high level enough. That was a pain the last time, so I'm not too keen on repeating the experience. So that's why I'm coming to this area first. As you see, there are a lot of quests that we'll get along the way that should go a long way towards getting us to level 118. Digging beneath the taut soil, you uncover an old dwarf crafted relic. Something about this ancient relic strikes you as unmistakably Shellrook. They might be of great value. You should reach for more of these and show them to one of their kind. Durin stares up at the anvil, preoccupied with his own thoughts. And here we have the Anvil of Winterstith. It's kind of hard to get a picture of this without getting Durin it away, but anyway.
Behold, the Anvil of Winterstith!
How many dwarves have looked upon its smooth surface and questioned the reflections that gazed back, asking for themselves what their futures were to be? Did they believe the answers in their hearts? Longbeards have come here in search of treasure or knowledge, and it is said that more than one Shellrook king perished on the heath while seeking the citadel. Dobrus? Nilkun? I cannot remember their names. My teachers would be shamed and disappointed. But whatever their names may have been, I do remember their fates. How could a young dwarf forget their stories? For one of these kings sought the remains of his lost forebear on the way to Thafargathel, and while digging beneath the anvil, his dwarfs accidentally caused a great collapse. The glacier was split in twain, and hundreds of cold drakes awoke within and boiled from the crack in the ice. The few Shellrook that survived the initial attack fled back to the Steel Keep, but the rest of the dwarfs were slain. Do you mind? I'm in the middle of story time. My teacher said it was a dwarf-made fire that eventually melted the ice, sealing most of the cold drakes within again. But I heard from somewhere that it was one or another of the wizards that closed the crack and mended the anvil. I wonder which is the truth. Now that I look upon the anvil for myself, I find its beauty impossible to describe, but that beauty is matched by a terrible feeling of watchfulness. Let us not forget the horrors that slept behind its shimmering surface, Verathan, and take care not to disturb them. Instead, let us put the anvil to our backs and collect a number of trophies from the drakes and worms that stalk among the steaming geysers of the Wither Heath and elsewhere through Ered Mithrim. I have a plan that requires them, but let us also collect them in memory of the dwarfs that perished in sight of the anvil. So, drake teeth and worm hides, that should be simple enough. Alright, sorry for that cut in there, but I had someone insisting at the doorbell. And the worst thing of all is, he was mistaken. He was going somewhere else. And you hate when that happens. Although I gotta say, it seems some of the doorbells where I live are kinda Yankee, and sometimes it has happened to me. Sometimes you ring on the right apartment, but somehow it gets to another one. So maybe that's what happened. Anyway, that was the most inconvenient thing. But now that we are over that, we can continue taking care of the drakes. Not only the drakes, we also need to find eggs, soil, grains, worms. I truly hope this should be enough, this will be enough to get us to level 118. I mean, we're making good progress. Oh. Sorry, wrong key there. Who else is attacking? Who else is aggroed? I don't see... Ah, you. This is not looking good. Oh, thank God. Thank God for that. Thank God for our overpowered legendary items. You see, this is the reason why I don't want to replace them just yet. In situations like this, the raw DPS goes a long way of giving you the edge. Although I might. I've been making good progress on the reward track. And you start to get a lot of ancient script and I don't know what to do with it. So maybe that will turn my hand. We'll see. Please die. It's either you or me. I hate those Grims. When they are not throwing you, they are rooting you, applying that Frosty debuff. I don't remember the name, but it's also a very big one. This should be it. Here we go, the first one. You have successfully defeated many of the cold drakes and frost screams that roam the Wither Heath. The Shadowcow will surely be thankful of your efforts. Now I need the drake eggs, the soil, and the ice. And if we could avoid some of those big drakes, that would be great. Looking good. Promising. I am feeling very confident about today. Worm Heights. Without the edit Mithrim. Yeah. There are no worms in here. There were worms in the worm gap. So yes, a good thing we came in here. We'll need to go back to where we were for the worms anyway. So yeah, you should definitely do this first, as you are doing all your other quests from Dom Godu. You really should. Frost Grim. I don't think the Frost Grims count for any deed in the area. But these hawks surely do. Oh, jeez. Let us continue looking. Oh, a rainbow in the dark. Sorry, I couldn't resist that one either. Ah, get out of the way, geyser. I'm trying to capture the rainbow. Yep. We cannot jump over them, which is... No, it's just there. It's right there. Why do you give me this path if I cannot follow it? Can I jump in here? No. I didn't think so. Maybe? Yeah. So here we are. The soil we were looking for. Ironfold Scarn, I don't need it. Yeah, there's a lot of places to go. Oh. Yeah, I can find the river in here. Forgot about it. Calm down. Okay, let's find the river. You find a couple interesting minerals and add them to your penning bag. Oh, what now? You're gonna interrupt me, aren't you? Whose induction is gonna take the longest? You find a couple interesting minerals, yeah. Your penning bag, I know, I know. Yep. Didn't expect that one to work. Still gotta try, you never know when you might get lucky. For God's sake. Whoever decided that combat move was a great idea, it wasn't. The most annoying thing in the game. That and the stance. I've said that a lot of times already. So, of course that means I hate fighting trolls, because that's the only thing they do. And we'll be fighting some wood trolls in the future. Not looking forward to that. Okay, we have another one in here. We have soil to the south. Yeah, okay, come here. To be honest with you, I don't remember if the landscape quests are gonna send us back here at some point. I seem to remember they do, but I'm not that sure. So I'd much rather do all this now that we're here. We're almost done with all these side quests anyway. Come on. There we go. The last time I was in here with my Cappy, I tried completing at least some of these quests, but the thing is, getting 12 of each of these items is a whole lot. Cappies are not as strong DPSers, especially my Cappy that's still under geared. Was not a good time. So it's always fun jumping back on Buriathan and being able to decimate the things that my Cappy struggles with. That will continue to be the case, even without the overpowered allies. So we got Dragon Slayer, some marks, and reputation. We advanced the tier. 160, yeah, not as much. And 5 Lotro points. And we gotta leave this sort of frozen river. We're getting there, we're almost there. We're missing what? One of each. Drake eggs. Yes. Thank you. Oh, that was quick. You have successfully destroyed many Drake eggs on the Wither Heath. The Shellrock will surely be thankful of your efforts. Well, I'm glad you appreciate those, because it's not hard precisely, but it's a lot of work. Oh, come on. Die, all of you, die, thank you. Bring the relics to Hoarding, that's in Scarhold. So we'll need to wait a little bit more until we do that one. Yep. And now we only need one more of those unnaturalized formations. Oh. I shouldn't have made that jump. What I'm wondering right now, yeah. I was able to survive that without triggering Never Surrender. That's great. I used it just in case, but it's good to see it wasn't necessary. You have successfully destroyed much of the unnatural ice on the Wither Heath. The Sheldrock will surely be thankful of your efforts. You're very welcome. Now, we only need to get back to the Worm Gap and get a few worms for the Black Book. Afterwards, we'll be making the move to Scarhold with Durin this time. Oh, jeez. Nope, we're not gonna go there. I'm trying to avoid some of these drakes if I can help it. But of course the place is full to the brim with them, so there's not much we can do. Jeez, what range do you have for aggro? I was certain I had a good distance between me and that one, but it seems I didn't. Okay. Time to go back to the worm hunting. This is something really great about this area. The rams fighting the drakes. So that saves you a couple unnecessary fights. If you're lucky enough. Another worm here. Another one here. They're making good progress. Old rake? No. And the last one, great. Perfect. So we only need to go back to Durin now. And hopefully this will be all we need. How far are we? Well, close enough. I gotta say, we spent longer in the Adel than I thought we would. I think we can dispatch these worms. I don't think we can avoid them, and that will help us with the deed a little bit at least. We can also get some of these items in case they can be used for tasks, which I'm not sure. But you never know. Ironfall Heights. Yeah, I can use some of those. Not for Baratham, but for my tailor, of course.
I wish to survey the path to Stormwall before we seek the Jelruka.
Ah, those teeth and hides will serve my purpose quite well. Thank you, my friend. We should depart now, for I find the more I gaze upon the smooth eyes of the anvil, the more reluctant I am to leave it behind, as if it carries upon its surface some strange power of bewitchment. Do you feel it too? Let us go, Baratham. If we travel south back through the Worm Gap and a little ways to the west, we should find another canyon that leads north to Stormwall. I wish to survey the paths to Stormwall before we seek the Jelruka, and while we explore the Vales of Mithrin, we should collect some further trophies from the creatures there. Drake hatchling wings and burning scales, if you please. Oh, Dream, for the love of Owly. Have it your way. Okay. So, my god, we had a lot of things to do in here. This is Glimmer Deep, Thornhold. The Moon Ruins, I don't remember where that one is. Deer Heights, Lost Lore. The bounties, I think. Let me get this on my map really quick, as I'm not sure. I don't remember where these bounties were, but Holcorm is really close. We missed Blackhorn when we were in the Black Crack. Gazadru, well, that's gonna come later, and Gristfell. Okay, we can do those too. And what about Kinklo and Moorstock? Kinklo is also really close. And the Moorstalker. Okay, we need to defeat more wolves. Makes sense. So, I think if we are really quick about it, we can also take the time to complete most of these bounties before we head to Stormwall. I'm not sure exactly which one of these quests will get us to Stormwall. But I want to do as much as I can. Hopefully get us ourselves to level 118 along the way, as that is the main idea behind this journey to the Anvil. I don't think this worm is gonna have the scales. No, you need to look for... I don't remember the exact name, maybe just fireworms. Bottom line, they are on the... road alongside, well, towards Stormwall, so we just need to worry about the hatchling wings. And even then, not so much. You can find all those enemies on your way to Stormwall. Man, I didn't remember this area to be so confusing and so overwhelming. How many quests do we have for this place? How many active quests? About 20? So Kinklo should be, I think, atop that that building over there, and I think this building is also the answer to the riddle, the moon letters that we got. At least that first part. I'm not sure, and I always suck at this kind of riddle quests. Come on. Now, I gotta find a way up, and I don't remember how or where. Well, I guess we'll just need to keep running around this place until we find a way up. Actually, wings. Awesome. Nope, don't you fall. Don't you fall, because I have no idea how to get back up here. Ah, stop resisting my attacks, for God's sake. Yeah, this is the way. This is where you were supposed to come from. Ah, dwarf marker. Great. Oh, for the love of God. So we are halfway through with the markers. That's also good. This must be the location. Bizarrathrat, the Veil Watch. This is not a good place to read the parchment. Yeah, I need to read the parchment. But in that case, let me remove, well, Kingclaw. As you read, additional text appears. Can I please read it? Upon a mountain hill, and lonely peak to your back, a worm's leather is by your side. Upon a mountain hill, a sturdy bridge and island, touched by our people, a gorged snake below. I'm not so sure about that one, but I think we'll need to, yeah, well, we need to cross the Oins Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. The lonely peak to your back, a worm's letters by your side, sturdy bridge and island. Yeah, it's around this area. Touched by our people, like gorged snake below. Something like that. And here we have Kingclaw. There we go. You have defeated Kingclaw and assisted the expedition. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, come on. I'm gonna say, I'm quite happy I was able to solve this first part of the riddle on my own. I struggle a lot with this kind of things. It's not my fault if you're not located properly. No, 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 no! Careful now! Ah, Jesus. No, how do, for the love of God. Well, in that case, let us continue bounty hunting. That's not what I wanted to do. But okay. Ah, Jesus. Let us go and look for Holcorm now, I guess. A wolf! Where are you, buddy? Here. If you could give me a few more wolves so that I can get the location of the Moorstalker, that would be great. Now, the Bitter Scar, we were here last time during the instance in which Dori, Bofur, and Gloin meet Prince Ingor and his dwarves. But of course, since this was an instance, there was no way for us to find Holcorm. So now we need to find it on our own. There he is. And let me just make sure there's nothing else in here that we might have missed. You have defeated Holcorm and assisted the expedition. Now I think we can go for Blackhorn. Grizzlefell will get eventually as we approach Stormwall. I just want to take care of Blackhorn at least before the end of today's episode. At this rate, I think we're gonna take a quick rest in Dom Goru before the next one. Seems like the best location right now to do so. Wings in here. Now this seems also like a great place for another one of those dwarf markers. I mean, this location is begging for one. Ah, this is the rest circle. And yes, there is a dwarf marker. 7 out of 12. That's great. Jesus. Where are you? How do I get down here? In a natural way, I would love if I didn't need to drop from the mountain. Well, I guess I can make this one. And even better when you don't have falling damage. Blackhorn should be around here. Am I right? Yeah. There we go. You have defeated Blackhorn and assisted the expedition. Now we also have all the hatchling wings. And yes, we need to approach Stormwall to get the burning scales. Hey, at least we were able to knock a few quests off the list. If you could give me a few more wolves. I don't know if maybe I should spend some time looking for them. Well, there are no wolves in this area, so that's a waste of time, but... As I was saying, we're going back to Dom Goru. We're gonna camp in there just a little bit before we make another foray into the Grey Mountains. Come on. I thought it was the bear that had aggroed on us, but it wasn't. A wolf! Awesome! That's awesome when you resist my attack, but anyway. And we find 3 wolves in about 3 minutes. Not sure that we can, but it's worth giving it a try. I wonder, do the Wolverines count? I don't think so. Nope. Wishful thinking, of course, but... Two more wolves, please. Just wanna find where Moorstalker is. I have a feeling he's gonna be further down the west, and that's gonna be an area filled with wolves. So in a way, I'm overcomplicating myself trying to complete a quest like this. But I'm almost done, so it's worth the hassle. And it's just one more wolf. Just one more wolf. Greyhawk. But we've been doing good so far, 1 wolf per minute. More or less. There we go, thank God. Finally, where is Moorstalker? Okay. It's kind of close to Blackhorn, but that's also on the way towards Stormwall, so I guess we can do that. So what we're gonna do, as I was saying, we're gonna take a quick rest in Dom Goru here, and we'll call it a day for the moment. Alright, Safe Haven. This is a good place as any to call it a day. So once again, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.